There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything. I feel it, though I do not see it, because it is so unlike all that I perceive through my senses. It transcends the senses. I can see that in the midst of death, life persists. In the midst of untruth, truth persists. In the midst of darkness, light persists. That whilst everything around me is ever changing, ever dying, there is underlying all that change a living power that is changeless, that holds all together, that creates, dissolves, and recreates.
India is often recognized as the most beautiful country in the world. The gap between poverty and wealth is unimaginable. This country basically says freedom always comes with a cost, and following your fame can make you endure unimaginable amount of deprivation. But you persistent enough, India will reward you and you will see her intense beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, this is India. The World War has been ruling by victorious kings beginning with money. The family ruler of the Solar dynasty will compile the fierce trees of life. In this lineage apparent the famous saga with the painted ocean. This great story, now Ramayana, has insists in the remarkable lineage. My name is Indila and will tell this legend that leads to purity, prosperity, joy, and liberation. This recitation should be heard by those who are free from the tendency to criticize others. On the banks of the holy river Ganga, there is the great kingdom of Koshala, whose capital is Ayodhya and is inhabited by happy and content people, and has for two valleys watered with the Saraju River. Ayodhya was planned and the bull be money. Ayodhya has beautiful gardens with abundant flowers that grew in the child in its honor that the term human was called to refer to those who follow the code of man. Many thousands of years ago, in the time of Treta Yuga, people had a love life. They were very pious, virtuous, and busy in cultivating the spirit. In its India limited main saints and kings of planets. The city of Ayodhya has a territory of 12 yohanes by 3 white which contain refreshing fruit trees. The ponds are full of lotus flowers, blue, red, and gold, and the fountains propel the water outwards. Gentle breezes carry to aromatic depth of the fountains and refresh the citizens with their calm, making even and warm summer they look like spring, and the melodious singing of crowns, swans, cuckoos, and pecans can be heard everywhere. And the water, steaming mango trees and orchards, has a sweet taste. The city is decorated with beautiful tents, exquisite designs, and under the latitude of noble branding. The threshold of the end to Ayodhya. That means invincible. They are made of marble and the portals are carved in gold and silver inlaid with precious stones. Through invasions and empires of the pure religions and the fall of civilization, of great leaps forward on innumerable cataclysms. India has proven to be a seat of contradiction, united by strong but invisible threats. So history is not that of a nation, but that of legions of communities. Those adverse centuries of conflict have found together that apart. The most current stories speak of invasion of various cultures, from the Persian to the Arabic, Portuguese, of English, India, of the influence that is gained. Their culture has been resilient through history. The system of social stratification derives directly from Hinduism. For many religions of India, it teaches in that humans have been granted from the different parts of body of the good Brahma, describing the four castes, when they were governed for centuries. The first is from the mouth of the good Brahma, called the Brahma, the most powerful group of pride. The Kshatriyas are nobler warriors, emerging from the earth of the good. The Vaisyas are the merchants and farmers, who come from the good things, and the Sudras or servants are the lowest castes, who come from the good fields. In addition to these are the intouchable we are considered outcasts, and that they are not part of the caste or society since they owe only to those laws how to both human skin. At present, the Castro are legally surprised, but they are maintained due to the use and customs, and how deeply rooted these are in society. Religion is a very important part of Indian culture, and today there are 4 religions of India or their main origin. Hinduism is the most popular religion and the third largest of the world. And there are many different schools of traditions. And it's the religion that follows the tradition of the Celts. The main gods are Rama, Shiva, Vishnu, Krishna, and Kali. On the other hand is Buddhism, the fifth most important in the world, founded by Siddhartha Gautama, son of the Raja of the Kingdom of Sakyas. He renounced everything and became a beggar called instead of the enlightenment. It is based on the practice of good charity, love, and other virtues and not taste. There is also Jainism, similar to Buddhism and the Sikhs. Taste religion halfway between Islam and Hinduism. Indian food is known for the delicious curries and for the sophisticated and various spices, always based on the rice and corn. Many of the different spices that are consumed today, such as black pepper, are native to here. So the Indians have an extraordinary handling on them. However, this food could be a bit dangerous for the allergic sufferers. Having such as spicy food more than one person and could have a hard time. Agriculture is the main economic activity of the Indians, growing mainly wheat or barley. Livestock is also important and due to its role in the way of life. The cities learn to domesticate many animals such as the ox, the camel, and the donkey. They planting cotton and learning metallurgy techniques and mainly with copper. All these products are essential for the development of India trade.
No money, I like it up while it combino ma.
The writers of India have been known for more than 4,000 years, and that time the truth was based on capturing. Religion still stands on culture of philosophy. Later, texts now of Bharata and Ramayana appear. We wish were poetic works. The first called cults and tradition, while the second focused on ocean legends. It's inappropriate to greet each other with hugs and kisses between people of the same sex, but you can see men shaking hands. For many years, they have greeted each by saying Namaste and join hands in front of their chests and under their heads. When these are held between people of the same caste and are gauged by the families of the bride and groom. The royal hat is considered clean and takes the eat and pay with the right. Most women wear sari, which is the typical national clothing. It is usually made of silk or cotton with the colors, embroidery and lace. The point of that women wear or on their foreheads and that attracts our attention so much is called bindi. For Hindus, all animals are sacred, but especially the cow. In Hindus, the cow symbolizes the rest of the creatures of creation, being the meat of transport used by sheep. In addition, it's an animal that with very little only water and food provides great waste, juice and milk for fertilizer their honesty to till the When speed approaches, India prepares to leave winter festivals, more flashy to welcome the new season. It is the holy party and especially La Holikata. This legend symbolizing the truth of good over evil. Give rise to many bonfires that are lit throughout the country during the festival. The righteous and Hindu culture explain the stories of other gods that are also mourned during these days.